So I'm back. I had planned to be here sooner, but life gets in the way. Most people calculate time with a watch. I calculate it with a calendar. I don't know where the time goes. I haven't really done anything, but for some reason I've been busy. However, I'm returned and I have got a pressing issue. Well, it's pressing to me. Essentially, I've got other projects that I want to do, but I have been using the doorstop quite often, and I do really like it. I do think it's a really good idea. However, it does have one major issue, and that's the fact that the tolerances with it being two different materials are quite stark, and I've nearly ripped my floating floor up because I didn't want to screw the thing into the floor itself. So I've got like a floating floor above the actual floor, and it was okay putting a screw through that because I can always just replace a plank, but I didn't want to damage the actual floor. So that has started lifting because of the tolerances and because I have to keep pulling it quite firmly. So I have got another idea, or a Mark II, shall we say, in which I'm just going to split off the ends, the actual bumpers, and make them in, I can't even remember what it's called, PLA, no, PLA is the plastic, the hard stuff, PLEGT, whatever it's called, the rubbery stuff. It shows you how long I've been away. So I'm going to make the nose as the rubber, and the middle with much neater tolerances and much better fit to the actual thing on the floor, the block on the floor, out of just PLA. I think that's a better idea. So no blender today, because I could do it in Blender, but apparently I can do it in Bamboo Studio, where I looked briefly into connectors. I believe it's called connectors. So straight in, no messing about. I don't want, most people's videos are like 10 minutes slick and they've got all animated titles and bling and flash and really nice edits. Mine's on average about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, and nobody needs to sit through that, I'm aware. But the whole point of the channel was to progressively get better. For me anyway, to show some progress. So this one will hopefully be shorter. If not, I will be using some edits, just because I don't want people to sit through or have to consider sitting through an hour and a half, especially when TikTok has made the average attention span 8 seconds. 8 seconds, and then you look at my video and you go, that's an hour and 47 minutes. No, nobody's got time for that. I'll watch 680 TikToks instead. So we shall begin. And I believe you start with, this is my new peg. I should point out that I was in Blender and I did change very slightly a couple of things. I've changed the depth of the lip, which is the bit where the pin goes in, and the base of the pin, that bit there. So because that snapped off the first time, which could have been to do with the tolerances and the changing of materials as well, because I did have to give it a hefty yank just to lift it. But I just thought it would hopefully reinforce it a bit better. So I've changed that, that's it. And I've also cut off a bit of the bottom just to save plastic, because it didn't really serve a purpose. So I've chopped that off just to make it save the environment. No, really, just to save plastic, to be fair. I am Scottish, calm down. So I'm going to start with, the pin's absolutely fine, I can print that at any point, but I'm going to start with chopping this thing. And there it is there, connectors, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to move the red, so I'm going to put that 90 degrees. And I'm going to move that to roughly where I think it should be about cut. And separate into two parts. Now, if you perform the cut, that's it. But if you press this, then you can create connectors from one to the other. My main concern is, there's different shapes here as well, I see. My main concern is, I want the pins to be on the PLA and the holes to be on I think it's PEGT, is it? The rubbery stuff. I really should look it up. That's my professionalism shining through there. So I don't want the holes on the plastic side, I want the pins on the plastic side. Is that the pins? Oh, there you go. And I believe if you do it this way, I'm just going to try and do it as I'm talking. I believe if prism, no, I don't know what that means. Plug. Double snap. What does that do? I'm just having a wee look at what they do. Is that sticking out or going in? It's added it. How do you get rid of that? Oh, there we go. I'm just trying to see if that's going in or out. No, so that's going in. There we go. See, so that's putting the pins there. I don't want the pins there. I want the pins on this side. Plug. Is that better? That's odd, isn't it? No, so it's going to put the pins on this. I don't want the pins on that. So I believe what I'm supposed to do is come over there, cancel that, and select this bit. Keep orientation, place on cut. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to cut that bit there, 90 degrees, and then I'll move it on to this bit. I don't know if it does the middle, so if I cut that bit with connectors, is it always the bit on the left or the right? Yeah, so that's putting pins there. That's what I want. So maybe it's always the bit on the right hand side that's the pins. Not sure why. So I want a square because I don't want to rotate, or I just need 3 pins. Is that right? So say I want 20 mil and depth ratio. There we go. Ooh, not as much as that. That's massive. So 15. 15 mils got to be enough for it. And the size, a decent enough size. So that's pretty big. I'm now having to work out the keys of this thing. Yeah, that's pretty big. That's a bit too big, isn't it? Get rid of that. That didn't work. Delete it. Thank you. Oh. So I'm going to make it, I don't know, 6 mil. That's better. So if I then just make 3 pins randomly placed, because I don't think it'll make much difference as to whereabouts they're placed. So yeah, so that would do. And then if I go confirm, does that then perform cut, does it? Yeah. So does that put holes in that part? Yeah. Of course, bit of a flaw there, we've just learned, is that it's going to put holes clean through the actual plastic, so we'll maybe not do that. Okay, try again. So if it's 1, 2, so it's got to be at least, if I'm cutting it there, it's got to be at least 1.5 centimetres in if I'm going to make it that length. So 90, very correct. No, that's wrong. Move it to the right place. Get on better. To there. That'll give me, oh no, I've not gone off the nose, that's what's wrong. So I'll move it to there. That gives me maybe, so if I put one here, it'll need to be about 1/2 centimetre maybe. So 1/2 centimetre, 1/2 centimetre, 1.5. We'll try that. So that one there should be 5 mil. That one there should be 5 mil. 5 mil isn't that big though. To be fair, it's only to stop it rotating. And 15 mil. So if I perform that cut, there we go. And then if I spin that round, does that put the holes in there? I realise this is giving me motion sickness. Don't worry about it. So, why are they at the top? Ah, okay. So that's put the pins at the top as well. So this is it printed, and it's got quite a bit of threading. It's not terrible, but it's got quite a bit of threading. It's TPU. It's not whatever I said it was earlier on. It's TPU, Sunlu 95 something TPU. So I'll give that a wee tidy up, and then I'll try and put the pieces together. So there it is. Pretty simple really, just two materials doing what they're supposed to do, fitting and fixture, and the wee magnets for it to lock into place. Don't think it needs to lock, to be fair. It's quite tight, even though it's still made of PLA. It's obviously a lot better. It lifts out and turns a lot better, and yeah, came out quite nice. I did hot glue. There is the wee prongs in there, but I did hot glue it just to give it a wee bit of extra strength. There is an unintended benefit to doing this the second time, as it's forced me to tidy the room up. Nice.